everyone, it's Friday, July 6th, and this is Talk to Me Tuesday, a couple days late. I just finished the quilt top on the back wall there. I think I had shown you the top. What I ended up doing was adding on some borders. It was a little bit smaller than, or not as wide as I would have liked it to have been. And unfortunately, I couldn't find the same fabric, but I found something very close yesterday. So I added on 6 inches to each side and 4 on the top and bottom. And now it's a good size little twin quilt. I'm going to take that and have it quilted, and hopefully I can get it back in time to put it in September show. I'm going to switch around and let you see what else I've been working on. So in my effort to continue to finish some UFOs, I pulled out these blocks that I had started a couple months ago. I had the floor, it's all K-facet. The floors are, I think 6-inch squares that I cut out, and then I found some of the dotty fabric. And I think you can see I'm toying with the idea of, it's a pink flower, blue border, and then it'll go back to a pink border, almost like a log cabin sort of, square and a square or whatever. And then on the top one, it's the blue flower, a pink border, and then a blue. And I'm trying to decide whether I want to put, in fact, let's see if I can, it's only a 3x4. So I was trying to decide whether I even wanted to put more sashing in between. I'm going to see how it comes out. They should be like 12-inch. They're 10.5-inch blocks now. They'll probably be around the 12-inch, 13-inch by the time I'm done. So I'm not sure if I'll just put those together right afterwards and then sash around it, or if I'm going to put sashing in between it. It's just a little something I wanted to try with this particular fabric. I saw it and I thought, oh, that'd be fun just to cut the flowers out and have them at the centerpieces. So, last week I went back to Ithaca and I debated whether to take my sewing machine or not. I ended up not taking it. And it was so hot. It was over 100. But I thought maybe I'd cut up some fabric. So I don't know if you remember me saying I'd bought all that Christmas fabric after Christmas from Joann's. It was like on sale. I got a ton and I was inspired by that other Christmas quilt I had done. So let me see if I got it right behind me. I think I do. Oh, jeez. So I had stuffed this. I think I had bought half yards. And what I ended up doing was splitting all the half yards into fat quarters. And so then I kept fat quarters, but then the rest of them I cut into a 10-inch, two 10-inch squares, a 5-inch strip, and then a 2.5-inch strip. So I think, you can't see it here because there's still a couple I didn't make it through, but underneath this I have a whole thing of 10-inch squares, 5-inch strips, and then 2.5-inch strips. So I'm really excited because, I can start pulling things together and it looks organized, and maybe I can make up some quick quilts in the fall time to get ready as gifts for Christmas. I also, excuse me, on the first day that we were at Ithaca, it was like over 100 degrees and they were doing tours and stuff. And this is my 5th time there. So I told my daughter, well, actually, I didn't even see my daughter. I saw her like maybe 10 minutes in 2 days there, which was fine. I ditched it. I know there's a little quilt shop downtown. So I went to the quilt shop, and as I was walking in, another woman was walking in, and I started talking to her. And she says, hey, we're having a quilt guild meeting right now. Would you like to join us? And I said, of course. So it was the Ithaca Modern Quilt Guild. There are about 20 ladies there. They're very welcoming. I went in And I had a great time. Oh my gosh, looking at some of the things they've done, listening to their techniques, and they've been working on something all year, taking traditional blocks and I'll have to pull it out. I don't know where it is right off the top of my head, and showing the different ways to make them modern. And I just had a fantastic time. And I'm going to really look into one of the modern quilt guilds around here and see about attending the meetings. In the quilt shop, they were having a 4th of July sale. So I went and see what some of the sale fabrics were because there was an additional price off. And I found some Tula Pink fabrics. And I think these were some of her True Color ones. So I picked up 3 of those, and I've decided from like now on, instead of getting a fat quarter, I'm gonna get half a yard, because when you break it down for like $1.50 more, I can do like I was doing with the Christmas fabrics, cutting them in half, having a fat quarter, and then making up 10-inch squares and 5-inch squares and a 2.5-inch strip. So I picked up some of that, and I've got a project that I'm thinking about for Tula Pink, so I'm hoping to incorporate some of this fabric. Next week, actually Sunday, my husband is going down to my brother-in-law's for a couple days. My daughter's got to work, my son's got to work, so I'm hoping to get some serious sewing done if it's hot out. If it's nice out, I'll get out and do things, and I've got to volunteer, but it'll be nice not to have to feel guilty about being down in my little sewing room. So that's it for today. I'm sorry this is late, but I will get it up, and I hope you guys have a crafty weekend. I know I'm going to try. See ya.